Hi, and welcome back to the Batee.com channel. I know what you're thinking. That's not a Corvette logo, and you're absolutely right. This is a key to my Porsche. So I picked up a 986 recently, and I only got one key, and the remote transmitter portion is just not working. When I press a button, I get no lights. I can't really feel any feedback from the switches. So something's going on. So we're going to take this apart and fix it. If you have a Boxster 986 or a 911 996, this video applies to you. If we look at the edge of the key, we'll see a place where we can open the battery door with our fingernail. Next, we'll remove the button cap, where we'll see a circuit board. This may be part of the problem. Mine doesn't have a battery installed. If we very carefully move this plastic clip aside, the circuit board will detach from the buttons. And here we see a broken button. I suspect that that's what's really going on here. The button top has fallen off of the switch. I think this is a fairly common problem. So today I'm going to show you how to replace these switches. The parts kit that we offer comes with 3 new switches, a fresh lithium battery, and some solder to complete the repairs. In addition to that, you'll need a pair of tweezers and some solder braid to remove the old components. You'll also need a soldering iron. So the first step is to remove the old switches. The way we're going to do that is we're going to use our soldering iron and soldering braid. We're going to place the soldering braid over the solder we want to remove, and then we're going to apply heat with the soldering iron. We'll allow a little bit of time for that solder to be drawn up into the solder braid, and then we'll do the other side. And the switch pops right off. We will repeat for the other 2 switches. And again, pops right off. Okay, there's the 3rd switch. And at this point we've got a nice clean board. I'm going to take a paper towel and some alcohol. This is isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to just clean the flux residue off of the board. We'll set our old switches aside. Okay, to solder this first switch in place, we're going to apply some heat to the pad and a very small dot of solder. Then we'll take our tweezers, we'll reheat that pad until it sticks, and then we'll remove the heat, and then we'll turn that around and we'll solder the other half of the switch. Okay, I'll put a little bit more solder on this one just to make sure it stays put. For the second switch, we'll do the same thing. Small dot of solder. We'll pick up the switch. We'll tack one side in place. And then we'll spin the board around and we'll solder the other side. Finally, the third switch goes at the bottom in exactly the same way that we soldered the other two. Finally, we'll flip the board over and we'll install the new battery. Okay, now when we press a button, we should see the LED light up. Each of those three switches is working. We've fixed the problem. Next, we'll reassemble the key. We'll turn the switch assembly over. Snap it into place carefully so that we don't break the little plastic tabs. And finally, we'll reinstall the switch assembly onto the key. Now when we press the switches, we see the LED light. The problem is solved. Thank you very much for watching. If you go to Batee.com, that's BATEE.com, you can purchase parts to fix your remote. Thank you.